My name's Neil Mankin, I'm 45 years old. I work as a heavy goods vehicle fitter, mainly on old vehicles, so it's a lot of heavy work involved.
Thank you. Now, tell me about your back pain and how it started.
Back pain started about 2.5 years ago. It just basically twinged a little bit one day, and over the next 4 or 5 days it got gradually worse. And I went to the doctor and he just said they've probably just pulled a muscle. So he gave me just some painkillers and it helped basically not much.
And has it been continuous since then?
It has, yeah, and for the first 6 to 8 months it was gradually getting worse.
And what treatment did you have? Did you have some physiotherapy?
Yeah, he recommended physiotherapy, so I had a course of physiotherapy which lasted probably about 8 to 10 weeks, and it just wasn't helping.
And you did an exercise program as well?
Yes, I did exercises every day I get home.
And tell me how this back pain was affecting your quality of life, your ability to sit, stand, walk, work?
Well, everything had to be done in moderation. I couldn't sit for long, I couldn't stand in the same position for long, I couldn't walk very far. Travelling in my car was very much reduced to 20 minutes, half an hour at the very most, and any more than that I was in a great deal of pain. I had to stop and get out the car. At work I was having to be very careful what I did, whereas I'm supposed to work on my own, I was needing to work with someone else doing my heavy lifting for me.
Right. And what painkillers were you taking?
Started off on, I can't remember what they were now.
What were you taking at the end?
At the end I was on tramadol and cocodamol.
Okay. So we operated on you on the 3rd of December.
Yes.
When you had a posterior lumbar disc replacement.
Yes.
So talk us through the surgery itself and your stay in hospital and so on.
It was a very short stay in hospital, to be honest. I thought it would be longer than it was. It was a Wednesday morning when I came in at 7 o'clock. I went down to theatre about 9:45, quarter to 10. Got back on the ward at about 5 o'clock. I was expecting to be in quite a lot of pain, but there was very little pain, to be honest. About the most uncomfortable thing was a lot of aching in my legs. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful.
Right. And how long were you in hospital?
Like I say, I came in on the Wednesday morning, I went home on the Friday evening.
Right. So it was a short time in hospital.
Very short, yeah.
And over the last 2 months now, tell me about how the surgery has affected your symptoms that you had before.
The symptoms I had before are gone. Everything that I was suffering with before the operation is just not there anymore.
And what sort of painkillers are you taking now?
I'm totally off painkillers now.
So you're 2 months from surgery and you've come off all your painkillers?
Yeah.
How far can you walk and stand and sit now compared to before surgery?
I can sit for as long as I want. I might have to change position, but I can sit all evening if there's a film or something I want to watch on telly. It doesn't bother me.
Right.
Walking, I've done about 2 miles and it hasn't bothered me that much. Right. The recent icy weather was a little bit funny because when my foot slipped, it just sent a little spasm, but nothing really.
Okay. And you're planning to return to work shortly?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.